goodness. Hello, welcome to another edition of Crypto with Chingas. My name is Chingas. I'm laughing to myself for reasons you don't know about. Anyway, today we wrap up the very last interview from the Texas Bitcoin Conference 2018. This one is with the CEO of Rivetz. His name is Steven. We have a fantastic conversation. He explains Rivetz, what they're doing, the kind of security that they're going to bring to us on mobile devices. Very, very, very cool stuff. This is the website behind me. They go into tons of information, all the documents, everything you would ever need to look them up. They got the 34-page white paper. That's all over here as well. Again, like always, I'll leave the links below. This is the GitHub page, so you can check out all their codes, scope them out in your heart's content. Let's roll that footage. I'll be back with you when it's over. All right, here I am with Steven with a very interesting project I think everybody needs to know about. You are from Rivetz.
Yes.
Give us just a little bit of background on where you are as far as a company development is concerned, but,
sure.
But the idea of what you're doing for cryptocurrency.
So Rivetz is a company started in 2013. We are building software to support the hardware security that's already built into the chipset of your phone. So in your phone, in the main processor, is a secure environment, a trusted execution environment, where we can run code independent of the operating system.
So that's fantastic. So you're actually diving right into the chip itself, and that is where you're going to be able to execute your code?
Correct. So this is the same technology that's used to secure technologies like Apple Pay, Samsung Pay. We've gained access to being able to write a program that runs there, so we can provide functionality for crypto, for simple two-factor authentication, for strong protection of keys, for a variety of services.
Okay.
In addition, we just recently announced a relationship with Telefonica, where what we've done is jointly develop with them the ability to protect half of the key in your SIM chip. So in the little chip that you plug in your phone that the carrier gives you, what we do is we write an app that runs in that SIM chip that does a second signing. And so what happens is you have half of your private key signing in the SIM, half of your private key signing in the device. So you have two separate supply chains with separate infrastructures and separate controls. So it's a little bit like having two guys in the missile silo with two keys, right? Okay, so you don't have to trust one guy because he might have gotten drunk last night, right? You want two guys with separate keys, so both of them have to consent to do a transaction. Okay. And so in this case, if your carrier does something stupid and forgets the keys, somebody made a mistake, the keys got lost, you don't lose your crypto. If the trusted execution environment, somebody in the manufacturer does something stupid, you don't lose your keys. We just really hope they don't have an accident that happens at the same time. At the same time,
but I would imagine the math has been done for that scenario to actually happen would be
Actually, there was published research from NSA back in the late 2000s around how you could use classified data on commercial solutions by doing dual redundant solutions. And the math they presented was you could multiply the risk. So if you had a 10% risk on one system and a 10% risk on the other system, you'd actually have a 1% combined risk.
Okay, all right. So if it wasn't already super secure to be able to gain access into the chip itself, you've taken it the extra step to then split that up using the SIM card infrastructure as well.
Yeah, and what happens is it also provides great protection for the carriers, because their concern is if they shipped 1 billion phones with crypto on it and somebody screws up, and you lose lots of people's money, they're going to get sued.
We got a problem.
Right? and so this way it provides everybody with protection. They're redundant systems. They're operated by different companies. So you don't have the risk that one company can really make a wholesale mistake. Right. And so reduces the probability they're going to get into a liability problem, keeps the customer with a safer, simpler solution. And then you get all the benefits that already are plugged in. That if you lose your phone, you call your carrier and say, hey, turn my phone off. Guess what? It stops ringing.
Right.
Well, also it means it'll stop using all your keys.
Correct.
And there's no way that you can call them up and say, move all my keys to another phone, because it's actually bound in the SIM. You lose your phone, you lose the keys on that chip. Then we can provide mechanisms to provide you with recovery.
Right. Now we did speak about recovery, and it's a very interesting system you have in place where you could tie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different devices as part of your verification process. Can
Correct.
you talk about that for a minute?
Yeah, so if you think about it, your collection of devices is really your identity, not your superphone. Like when you're watching TV, you just want to watch TV. You don't want to like have to get your phone out and authenticate to the TV like the kids have to do now, right?
Yeah.
Or you know, you drive your car, you want just the stuff to play in your car. So the concept that we have these little security systems all over. And so to start with, it's simple. It's like my phone, my tablet, my PC. Right. And it could extend to my phone, my tablet, my PC, and my spouse's phone or my kids' phones. You know, it could be part of recovery. But as we go forward, we're going to have keys in the refrigerator and the cars, and
right.
you're actually going to kind of think of a Tesla as a key store. It's pretty good. I mean, you know, it's got its own batteries.
Yeah.
You might notice if it's missing from the driveway.
That's a good point.
Right? So
it's an awfully large key.
Yeah, it's an awfully large key, and like you drive it 10 feet away, it's got 8,000 things tracking it everywhere it goes, so it's probably good for that too. So I think all those things combined, the consumer will find their right balance of, you just want 2 or 3 things that help you recover a device. You maybe even have a dedicated device that you put in your safe. You know, so you can take one of those crypto hardware devices and say, okay, use that as part of my backup solution. I'll put that in the safe deposit box.
Right.
You know,
okay.
So I think there are lots of different ways, but clearly the right answer is to sort of spray that keying material over a collection of devices, and you have to simultaneously activate those devices to recover.
Right, which then makes it that much harder for an outsider or a hacker or someone to be able to attain many of your devices and try to get the codes or the private keys themselves.
Yeah, because they're all from different manufacturers running different operating systems with different infrastructures. So you might notice if like 4 of your devices start to try and give up the keys and one of them's not. I think there are lots of models, and we as consumers are going to learn how to use keys. We're going to bank our own keys. We're going to have to recover them. We're going to have to keep track of them. It's going to be super annoying when we have 500 of them, like the hot tub token that heats the water with the solar panel token. You know, we are going to have a lot of keys. We already have a lot of keys.
Right.
It's just today we keep giving them out to cloud services to run for us. So like, you know, Philips want us to turn on the lights in your house. They can.
Yeah.
Turn them on, turn them off, know when they're on, when they're off, when you want them in the passionate mood setting versus the food setting. You know, I had a great experience a few years ago. We were talking to a big truck company, and they were like, well, we have lots of personal biometric data. I'm like, what? You just have guys driving trucks. Like, what's the problem?
It doesn't have to be more complicated than that.
They know every time the driver stops for a pee.
Oh.
So now all of a sudden they're diagnosing health issues based on bladder control for the guys driving. And like, who knew, right? That we had all this, like, so we want to keep this information safe. We're going to have lots of keys in that process. And these are the beginnings of the tools to how we're going to own keys, operate keys, keep them safe, back them up. It should be extremely hard for us as humans, because we're really bad at keys, to lose them. So we like want our robots. Our robots should be running around in a panic all the time, chatting with each other, going, "Oh my God, he made another key. Have we backed that up? Can we all use it again? Like, where should we put it? Oh my God, he just put $10,000 on a key we haven't backed up yet. We should get this under control." Right? That's the kind of conversation you want your robots having about how to keep you safe. Because I want my robots worried about me. I don't want to worry about my robots.
And this is what you're doing.
Absolutely.
This is happening
This is
right now.
absolutely core to what my team gets up every morning to figure out how to do. Is like, if you have a chat session on one phone, wouldn't you like the chat session also on your other phone and on your tablet? Of course. And then if you like delete a session on this one, shouldn't it also delete it on the other ones? That would be so cool. And so like stuff like that is already, we have that as working capabilities today in basic products starting to be in the market. So we're at the early stages of this. We hope in 2019 we'll show you the first commercial phones shipping at scale with dual roots of trust with a bunch of partners that are coming along to play.
That's fantastic. So currently for Rivetz, there are prototypes out there, or it is live within a testing environment?
We've shipped a bunch of different beta applications. They're early on. They're in pretty limited distribution. I mean, they're available. You can go download them from the App Store from us. We would not suggest you use them in production. Like, I carry them around. I keep, I've deleted all my stuff like a few times. It's good. I'm the first sucker for prototype stuff. It's like, woohoo! And then all of a sudden, like, boom, you can't even log into your Gmail account. So the stuff is out there. We're learning. We've gotten great feedback from customers. There is a developer toolkit at developer.rivetz.com. So anybody wants to kind of look at how they could develop code with this. It's out there. You can play with it. You can ask us for a developer key.
Good, good.
And play with it. This is fun stuff.
All right, so that is developers.rivetz.com.
Yeah, and Rivetz is spelled with a Z, RIVETZ.com.
Right, and that would be your home site for any further information. Anybody wants to read up on the company, find out what kind of apps you have. All the information's right there.
Absolutely.
That's great.
You know, we work every day to make it better. It's actually the code's written by our developers when they write the code. So
Awesome.
if it's not right, then you can yell at them.
That's fantastic. Steve, I can't thank you enough. I know you're a very busy man. I know you have 1,000 things on your plate. Thank you for taking the time.
No,
Really
my
do
pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for your time.
That's great. Awesome.
All right, so that's my conversation with Steven, CEO of Rivetz. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, all the links will be left in the video. Listen, I wanna say thank you first off to everybody that I met at the conference, everybody that was willing to sit down and talk. I really do appreciate that. Paul Snow and the team for letting me come in there and do some filming, try to cover the event to the best of my ability. I really do appreciate it, and all of you guys, right? I make these videos so that you can get something out of it. Really hope you did. If you didn't, look, I'm sorry. You know that it is what it is. You know, hopefully you get something out of the next couple. But in any event, leave a comment, leave something down below. Let me know what you thought so that you know, we can improve in the future. But for then, it's back to business as usual. After this one, we're going back to charting, TA, those types of things. We're going over patterns, etc., etc., etc. So hang in there. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. I'll see you on the exchanges. All right, happy trading. Whoa. Almost slipped right there, and I don't know, maybe lost an arm. So it's 11 interviews. Yeah, 11 interviews. Freaking nailed it. This time I actually recorded it.